Hello everyone, welcome, and I'm Keshin. Last video we covered formless jhana 5, 6 and 7. Now the next two videos will be like the finale of the jhana series because we will explore cessation and then emptiness. So number 8, the 8th jhana is like the 4th jhana. So in reality, or how I experience, 5, 6, 7, 8 and cessation happen in one go, in one sitting. Whether it's the duration is half an hour, or 2 hours, it's all one go. It's not like the form jhana where you develop the first jhana for months or years, and then the next, and then the next. It's quite a distinct stages of development, gradual. But with formless, it's all in one go. So we sit, we relax, we sink, and the mind just naturally want to go big. There is no efforts. The only efforts required is for us to just drop, relax, and then the mind just take over and go big, because that is the natural of the mind, the nature of the mind when it's pure and it's less string of attachment. Then it just want to go. It just want to go out, up, and big, expanded. And so there is this out, expand, blissful, so blissful. You collapse, you just totally let go, totally the observe, the experience itself. And something happened interesting at 8th. So you see it, so consciousness go big and you see nothing, and then the mind gathers. It's like the 4th. The 4th, the mind gathers down to a one pointedness of awareness, sharp. But there is the observer, observing things, investigating. But here, there is this gathering also, but the energy is so strong, unbelievably strong. So there's no way consciousness can withstand that amount of, it feels like squeezing, it feels like the energy, there's like huge energy pressure down into the consciousness, and you can actually, if you experience it so many times, you can try a lot of things in that. You can hold on to it. You can't hold on to your consciousness. You can't hold on to your observer. No way. And it feels like a ginormous thumb and finger squeezing the flame out, and then it just go out. So that gathering and that thinning, fading away of consciousness is the 8th jhana. And the going out totally is cessation, nirodha, samapatti. So when consciousness go out, your head not like this. That's it. There is nothing in the body to hold it up. What's interesting about this cessation or nirodha or the ninth or nirodha samapatti is the body in that state is like a dead body. It's like a corpse. The only things that sustain the body is vitality. And what is vitality? Vitality is the intention to live, the will to live. There is the will to live, so therefore the vitality of the organs in the body is intact. And another thing is heat. So there is warmth in the body. Beside that, beside vitality of the organs and the heat, the warmth of the body, is nothing different than the corpse or a dead body. So if we hook this person up to the ECG, there'll be a flat line. There'll be no pulse. There'll be no heart rate. It's like a corpse. And in scriptures and suttas or in commentaries, they say that a person in this state is indestructible. Indestructible to flood or fire. I don't want to go too much examples about of this, but that is what being said. Now, that is it. The cessation, nirodha samapatti, is the peak, the end of the jhana series. Because we peeled all the layers. We peel the body layers, the sense desired layers, and we know we are none of that. We went into love, compassion, joy, and that ceased, so we know we're not that. We went through equanimous, sharp, pure awareness, and that ceased, and we know we're not that. We went to infinite space. We feel big, like God-like entity, and that passed. And even this consciousness, this knower, this watcher, this, we're not even that, because that's also cease. If something cease, something rise and pass, then we're not that. That's just the nature of compounded existence. So we just sit. We just sit and we just let the process happen. And a person I recommend whoever go through this state, this is the time we need the monastery. We dana to the monastery, we supported our monastery, we go to retreat, we study under the elders, and this is the time we really, really need their support. Because the mind is so big, functioning in the lay life of the world is so hard, and it's dangerous, and it's impeding the process. So when the mind goes big, just let it be big. And the only way we can be big and also function is to be in a retreat-like setup. So there's less danger of us driving, working, communicating. Now, that is not the end. The job is not done yet. Just because we go to cessation, just because somebody has cessation experience doesn't mean they're enlightened or it's nibbana or it's awakened or the final awakening. It's not. Because we can go through arupas, we can go through cessation many times. But then there is this sense of it's not even I am, it's just this amness, this just beingness. This we look at things and we know there is not I, me, myself looking, or that is the tree, or there is no labeling, there might be no perception, no feeling, but still there is this amness. And a person going through this might be quite confused and don't know what to do. It's like the flower has gone, but the scent is still there. That's an example. Another example is we washed our clothes. We wash all the stain. We wash all the coloring. It's nice and pure white and clean. But there is still the scent of what it was before. Now, to get rid of that scent, we have to put some kind of scented perfume, flowering, and that perfume would pervade the cloth and wash out that scent. So a person go through this, we might go through cessation many times a day. And for months or for years for some people. But for me, it's 18 months. Now, even then, in these 18 months, the cessation is, you got to remember, cessation is also arranged. And some people can go cessation for many days. The Buddha goes for 7 days, some Ajahn go for 3 days. But for me, it's just a few minutes. A few minutes, lots of times a day for a long time. So that is covering, so we've covered 1 to 8 and cessation, nirodha. Now, we can actually see what's been nirodha, what's actually stopped. We can even feel there is this stickiness, there is no more this stickiness. The string of attachment has been severed, a lot severed at the same time. We know that because we don't get triggered as much. Words don't get triggered. Let's analyze the vision. Before we look at an image, whether it's anything, there is an automatic compulsive labeling or knowing what it is, whether it's a table, a person, or anything. There is this compulsion. It's almost, we say, it's natural. But it's only seem natural and composite because there is attachment. There is this string of bondage. There is this theta that binds them. Now, when we go through lots of cessation, that binding, that bondage is severe, cut. And so we look at things and how we see, remember, in fourth jhana, how we see reality as it is. Now it is permanent. Before, it was just an experience, and we need to stay there, try to maintain that throughout the day. But now, when we go through cessation, that state is become more and more permanent. Many changes happen. Jhana is not just a means of insight. There is, yes, it's crucial to have knowledge and vision and insight arise. But also jhanas, especially rupas and cessation, is a whole, total change in the mind. Delete, delete, delete. Imagine a computer, a normal person computer is the moment they turn it on, the moment they wake up in the morning, all the program turn on. Ding, 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 everything is there on the screen. Everything is running. So just a tiny look from somebody and we perceive it as the program is running. Just somebody say a word to us, then our perception run into a different program. We have program for everything and it's constantly running. Now with cessation, it's like pushing that shut down button every day. And a lot of time every day for a long time. So imagine the computer keeps shutting down, shutting down, shutting down. So the end result is all that running program is deleted. Delete, 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 delete. So now when we turn on the computer, things only pop up and run when we need it to, and then it shut down. It goes back. We hit that cross button icon and it deleted. It go back into its interface. It's not constantly running all the time. That's what cessation is, deleting all the running, constantly running softwares. That's the modern analogy. So I'm going, there are many changes, so I'm going to go through a few changes. Number one, sensitivity. Before we are sensitive, we feel people, we have this empathy. But when we go through cessation, it's skyrocket. It's exponential. We start feeling, we start taking people's pain everywhere because we are so open, totally open. There is, beside this emptiness, there is no sense of I anywhere. So there is no shield arm, no protecting, no identifying, believing in this I. Totally open. Sensitivity goes up. Another dangerous thing happened around this changing phase is this, I call this on and off or flip in, flip out symptom, where I covered this in the previous videos, but I'll say it again, how we just do our things during the day, whether it's eating or whether it's driving, walking, whatever. And all of a sudden, time stop, space stop, total self-stop. And we forgot everything, who we are, what we're doing, and there is just reality. There is just sensation, impulses, light wave, sound wave, touch sensation. That's it. That is all there is in that moment. There is more of that. And then life come back again, or normal functioning come back again. So that is what I call flip in, flip out, turn on, turn off scenario. And that happen more and more in this phase of change, rapid change, rapid deleting, rapid change, reconstructing of the mind. What else? A sensitivity. There is this kind of like a yo-yo kind of pulling down of the awareness, pulling it down so that we can function. And then we realize this sense of self is a very contracted awareness of consciousness. It's very tiny consciousness, this sense of self. Because in order for us to focus and talk and walk, there is this pulling down of this sky down to this tiny awareness. So we can see the process, how this infinite consciousness landed here, attaching to what it sees, attaching to what it hears, attaching to what it believes and know. And that's how it stayed down here. That's how it become this strong, solidified sense of me, mine. Because in this state, consciousness is released. There is more freedom, so it becomes big. It becomes the sky, the universe. So pure awareness is not me. Oneness is not enlightenment. Infinity is not also. This aimness, this beingness is not also. Because whatever we identify ourselves as, that is our limit. That is our limit. That is our boundary. So therefore, Nibbana is not that. So I've covered 8th and nirodha samapatti, so cessation. What happened, the changes in the mind, changes in daily life. There is also another state happen after that. And the next one will explore emptiness. Thank you for tuning in. May you be well. May you be happy.